And also keeping a close eye on your forecast. Isolated showers out there right now, but more pop-up storms anticipated for your Wednesday. I'll be breaking down the details and the timing coming up.
All right, if you're going to be stepping outside in the next hour, partly sunny skies and maybe some rain. Let's get the latest with your meteorologist, Jennifer Lambers. Okay, so Jen, it's that summertime pattern, right? Heat, rain, repeat.
That's exactly right. And you just keep going after that. And it makes it easy because you know exactly what to expect during this pattern. So you can anticipate your Wednesday is going to be looking very similar to your Saturday and even heading into next week. So it makes it easier to plan. Just know that you're going to be dealing with heat, the humidity, and unfortunately those pop-up showers and thunderstorms mainly coming into play heading into the afternoon, a little different than what we were seeing in June when we were starting off our mornings with a lot of those showers and storms. Things still a little active for portions across the southeast. Here locally, it's extremely isolated. Just starting to see some of those isolated sprinkles beginning to move into portions of Mobile County. We could see it from that camera closer towards Sims, Magnolia Grove. Just starting to see some of those light to moderate showers. More of this just pushing in over the Delta, but we are starting to see that clearing out closer towards Tolmanville and Pritchard. And then over towards the Florida side, this was quite the thunderstorm earlier. Now it's just some isolated sprinkles closer towards Deerland and Forest Highlands. That live view outside, again, there's just some of that light rain that's beginning to fall from our Battleship camera, but temperatures 90 degrees, feeling more like 99. It's hot and it's toasty out there, and it's only continuing that way across our entire area. Seeing some of those upper 80s, those lower to mid 90s, but feels like temperatures feeling much more well into the 100-degree range. Take breaks, stay hydrated if you're spending time outside, but higher rain chances heading into tomorrow. I'll break down those details coming up in just a little bit. Lenise. Checking back in on your traffic conditions at this time. Still quite a few cars out there along the Bayway. Traffic moving smoothly, but we are starting to see quite a few sticky spots out there, especially in Mobile County. In case you're heading out the door anytime soon, I-65 really starting to see some congestion building in both directions, northbound and southbound, just closer towards Spring Hill. A few vehicles out there, mainly just on the shoulder with some of those emergency vehicles, so that's what's causing some of those slowdowns. Once you pass it, however, traffic continues to move smoothly, so just make sure that you're being cautious. Take it easy, take it slow if you're heading in that direction anytime soon. Wallace Tunnel starting to see some improvements. I like to see the orange in comparison to the red. As you get into the center of the Bayway, however, more of that congestion traveling eastbound, westbound looking better. The Causeway looks great. I'll continue to keep you updated throughout the 5 o'clock hour. Lenise.
All right, Jen, in Gulf.
Taking another look at your forecast and a live view outside down in Orange Beach. Conditions look beautiful. Just seeing some of that sunshine out there. Calm, quiet conditions. Still some isolated showers and storms across portions of the Gulf Coast. But the good news, those are beginning to fizzle out. As we do get further along into this evening, it's really going to be closer towards sunset, just a little bit before 8 o'clock, that these showers, those storms, they lose that fuel. So then they start to fizzle out. Those chances drop even further. And we're resting in the lower 80s by the time we get closer towards 9 o'clock. Now make sure to look up heading into this evening because we do once again have the potential to spot the International Space Station. Tonight's timing pushed back just a little bit further, so set that timer, set that alarm for 9:58. Mainly set it closer towards 9:55. Visibility will be there for about 4 minutes, but that max height is only about 15 degrees, so it's just going to be a little bit along the horizon there, appearing toward the west-northwest, disappearing towards the north, so a little bit lower for that eye level to be able just to see it. Not too concerned about that isolated thunderstorm chance out there. Chances really dropping down after 8 o'clock. Now heading into tomorrow, temperatures once again warming up. Upper 80s, lower to mid 90s out there. Hot, toasty. A little above average for what we should be seeing for this point in July, but taking the humidity into account, it's feeling a lot warmer. We're going to be feeling more like the upper 90s and the triple digits. It's pretty much the same look every single day. So stay hydrated, take breaks, find that AC, almost rooting for some of that rain coverage. Sunny with a few clouds to start off for tomorrow morning, possibly seeing some isolated showers just offshore. And then we start to see that rain coverage is really going to start building in heading into the early part of the afternoon. 2, 3, 4 o'clock. that's really when we start to notice that rain coverage beginning to build in. Heavy downpours, frequent lightning, gusty winds possible within any of those storms. Just make sure you're driving carefully. That's going to be closer towards your evening commute. Chances fizzle out just after sunset, but the rip curl risk at our local beaches. Low heading into tomorrow, moderate by Thursday, low continuing as we get closer towards the weekend. Great sight to see as we are getting closer towards the Blue Angels. Tomorrow it kicks off Breakfast with the Blues at 7:30. Looking great to start off for the morning. We'll continue to keep a close eye on that forecast as we do get closer, but rinse and repeat every single day. Summertime pattern in full force for the next 7 days with no end in sight. I'll keep you updated on your forecast continuing throughout the hour. Lenise. Taking another look at your forecast and another live view outside down in Orange Beach, looking absolutely stunning down in southern Baldwin County. Plenty of sunshine, staying dry. Quite a few folks getting out there and enjoying it. But just a reminder, it's a great time to go ahead, download the Fox 10 weather app. That way you're staying updated with the forecast and all of the changes that we have out there. Just a reminder, once you press that radar feature in the bottom right corner, if you look once again to the bottom right, you're going to find that past button. If you click on it, it's going to be changing to past plus future. That way you can go ahead and have an interactive futurecast in the palm of your hand. You can just drag along with it at the bottom there. That way you have really about the next 6 hours right there in the palm of your hand. That way you can base it off of your location. Let's go ahead and take another look at what I'm tracking out there. And heading into this evening, sunset is going to be taking place just a little bit before 8 o'clock, 7:58 in Mobile, 7:54 in Pensacola. Sunrise heading into tomorrow, 5:57 to begin for Mobile, 5:54 to start off the morning on the Florida side. But as we get closer towards the weekend, it is the red, white, and blues. Now, festivities kick off tomorrow. You have Breakfast with the Blues at 7:30. You have a practice on Thursday. You have the full dress rehearsal on Friday, and then the actual air show on Saturday. Don't let the showers and the storms concern you. It's summertime here on the Gulf Coast. We're used to it every single day. This is exactly what it's looked like for years past. So just make sure that you stay updated when thunder roars, go indoors, stay hydrated. But I'll have another look at your forecast coming up in just a little bit. Cameron.
Hot.
It is going to be hot.
All I can think is hot, hot, hot. A lot of summer camps going on right now too. Like kids are playing soccer, all outside.
That's in. What we notice is water, water, water.
Yes.
Stay hydrated for any of those festivities you might have. We have a lot going on heading into this weekend. A lot of beach goers. All the drinks, all the hydration of water.
Stay hydrated, keep those electrolytes coming.
That's exactly right. Let's go ahead and talk more about your forecast and what we're tracking out there. And you can kind of already anticipate what we're going to be seeing. And it's more of that heat, more of that humidity, pop-up showers and thunderstorms coming into play, mainly in the afternoon. We're getting in roll with our summertime pattern, not so much like what we saw in June when we were waking up with a lot of those showers and thunderstorms. These ones you can anticipate into the second half of the day. Things still a little active for portions across the southeast, but us here locally, it's turning quiet out there. We were anticipating a few more showers and storms out there heading into tonight. Really not looking likely. We have one isolated cell just making its way out of Mobile County, moving closer towards the Delta. Really not seeing many impacts from that. But as we do get further along into tonight, that's also going to be leading to better conditions to look up and spot the International Space Station. Best timing coming into play right before 10 o'clock. So make sure you go ahead, set that timer, set that alarm in case you watch our 9 p.m. newscast. I'll go ahead and give you a heads up, a reminder heading into this evening. But look at the potential for some of those clouds very low on the horizon. That max height only about 15 degrees. So you got to look towards the west northwest, disappearing towards the north. It's mainly just going to be that bright speck that you start seeing move across the sky. Visibility window is about 4 minutes. Now, timing things out in our futurecast, let's go ahead and run it into tomorrow morning. We start off to begin for your Wednesday. Greeting on this new day with some sunshine, a few clouds out there. Offshore showers possible to begin for the day. But the majority of that rain coverage will really come into play by the afternoon and the evening. There's more of that cloud cover pushing in. Higher rain chances heading into tomorrow. Today we lowered it to 30%. Looking about that 40% chance heading into tomorrow. Higher chances closer towards the dinner time hour. Heavy downpours, frequent lightning, gusty winds possible within any of these storms. Just make sure that you drive carefully out there. But this pattern only continues. We're stuck in it. It'll continue for the whole rest of the week and as we get closer towards the weekend. Again, main timing coming into play later on in the day, mainly around that really 2 to 7 p.m. time frame. Temperatures tomorrow still staying toasty, upper 80s, lower 90s, feeling more like the triple digits, almost rooting for some of those rain showers to help cool things down. But the rip currents get our local beaches low heading into tomorrow, moderate Thursday, back down to low on Friday. And then checking in on the tropics, here's the good news. Things are calm and quiet. No new tropical development expected over the next 7 days. Here's what I'm tracking here locally, though. Summertime pattern in full force, heat, humidity, afternoon showers and storms. I'll have a final look at your forecast coming up in just a little bit. Lenise. Definitely something to check out. Stay hydrated. As I mentioned earlier, the summertime pattern, it's here. It is here to stay. Daytime highs lower to mid 90s. Heated to seas. It feels like temperatures more like the triple digits. Rain chances every single day, mainly in the afternoon and the evening. If you see those chances, don't let it scare you away from that air show. Just remember, when thunder roars, go indoors, find that shelter.
That's right. Unless the roar is of the Blue Angels.
That's exactly. I'm here for that roar.
Yes, right?
Yeah, that's a little bit different. We'll see you back here at 9.
Bye, guy.